Welcome back with another video. And today we're not talking about the T20 World Cup. We're going to be talking about Test cricket. West Indies have announced our Test squad to tour England. All right, so that's what we're going to talk about today, the squad. All right, what did I make of it? I want to hear what you made of it. And then, of course, I'm going to present some statistics, you know, any changes I agree with, any changes I disagree with. And was there any real surprise? Let's get that out the way. No, not really. But it's exciting times for West Indies cricket. We'll be going to England right after the T20 World Cup, and I think our pace attack will do fairly well over there, especially if the ball is moving around. So I put in yellow. Oh, let me try and get myself out the way. Trying to make myself as small as possible. Think I took myself off the screen, right? But just having a quick chat in terms of the squad here. Let me go to full screen. As you can see from the squad, we have Mikhail Louis and Jason Holder. Right, they're the only two new addition coming into the squad. Oh, my bad, and Jaden Seals. Jaden Seals also new. So one, two, three changes. I was supposed to put Jaden Seals right here in yellow as well. Let me do that. Jaden Seals also replaces, who was that seamer the last time around? There was another seamer there that didn't play a game. Can't remember who it was. I think it's Akeem Jordan, but I'm not sure. I think Akeem Jordan was in the last squad to Australia. But yeah, so these are the three changes that we made. Akeem Jordan out for Jaden Seals. Justin Greaves out for Jason Holder. Mikhail Louis is in for Tej Narayan Shandapal. Now, do I agree with this? Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm going to show you why everything is justified. Justin Greaves should be playing as an all-rounder. More so with ball in hand, right? And he wasn't spectacular. This was the last match he played in Australia, the second match where literally Shamar Joseph 7 for 68 won us the game. Justin Greaves didn't do anything spectacular. He had the worst bowling average. 77 runs for his one wicket. In a game where Australia was struggling to make 200, right? How are you giving away 77 runs just for your one wicket? So Justin Greaves wasn't that penetrative as a Shamar, as a Alzari, as a Kemar Roach. So I thought Justin Greaves, his bowling wasn't up to par. So I think Jason Ola coming in for Justin Greaves as the bowling all-rounder, that's perfectly fine. And also Jaden Seals replacing Akeem Jordan. I think that's a straight swap. That's a given. So now, of course, the batters is what we really want to talk about. Why is it that Tej Narayan Shandapal was dropped? And why is it Mikhail Louis is in? Now, Tej Narayan Shandapal across the two matches in Australia was dreadful. He was woeful. He was awful. You can think of all the adjectives to describe his poor run of form in Australia. 4 innings, 27 runs. I mean, Kevin Sinclair only batted twice and scored 64. Come on. Even though I know he's opening and it's a lot more difficult, but 4 innings for 27 runs, averaging six. That's poor. Craig Brathwaite was poor as well, bear in mind. But look at Tej Narayan, right? Averaging six. Now, many might say maybe Tajaran was not the one to be dropped. It should have been maybe Zachary McCuskey who didn't feature. He was a reserve opening batter. But that's another debate. Justin Greaves, as you can see, his batting wasn't spectacular either. 68 runs in his 4 innings. And so, of course, Jason Ola is going to take Justin Greaves' spot. No debate about that. Absolutely none. Come on, guys. Let's be fair. Right? If we're being fair, yeah, man. There's absolutely no debate right there. Um, Now this was the West Indies 4-day Test Championship. Mikhail Louis was the leading run scorer. All right, and if you don't believe my PowerPoint that I put together, I can literally show you from the ESPN website. West Indies 4-day stats. As you can see, the leading run scorer was Mikhail Louis, then Craig Brathwaite, and Kevin Sinclair. I think it's quite embarrassing that Kevin Sinclair is number 3 on the list and he only batted in 10 innings. And also Kevin Sinclair is batting way down at number 6. So that's embarrassing to have a number 6 man in the top 3. That shows how poor our batting has been in times, but no problem, right? So Mikhail Louis definitely one season where he come out and dominate with the bat, leading run score. I think he deserves a crack. Now it could have been either for Zachary or Tej Narain. I would have actually preferred to keep Tej Narain in the squad and also have Mikhail Louis. I thought Zachary McCaskey, he didn't do too much better than Tej because look at this. 14 innings, average 29. Tej Narain, 12 innings, average 29. Both of them had a best of 101. What was the difference? Zachary batted 2 times more than Tej, scored only 30 more runs. Clearly, there's nothing separating the two, so either one could have been dropped. But because Tej Narain give me that left hand balance at the top, I would prefer Tej Narain ahead of Zachary. Also, this was Zachary's first class century. This is his best score, 101. So Zachary, I think Zachary needs to do some more work at the first class level. I would have said, you know what, Zachary? But I mean, either is fine, I guess. Now there are some arrows you see over here that these are concerns for me. Kavem Hodge, Kurt McKenzie, Alec Athanas. These 3 guys are big concerns for me because this is our 3-4-5. Kavem Hodge started the season hot. He scored 158 in his very first innings back. Now, if you take out this basically 160, if you take out that 160, Kavemaj other runs are adding up to 100 and something from 9 other innings. So really and truly, Kavem Hodge is averaging about 19, 20 from the rest of his innings. That's poor. So Kavem Hodge is lucky to keep his spot. Kurt McKenzie, averaging 24.8 as a number 3 batsman who was the top scorer in Australia. He's very lucky to keep his spot. Alec Athanas, I think this guy is really good. He's okay, averaging 33. My issue with Athanas is that he's not kicking on. He's getting starts. Even in Australia, he's getting starts, then getting out. So I'm very frustrated with Athanas. Had about 350. So you can see Athanas had a better season than Kavem Hodge and Kurt McKenzie, who only had 1 scores above 50. But this alone shows that these 3 guys to bat 3, 4, 5, big concern, right? Tevim Imlach did enough to keep his reserve wicket keeping spot, averaging 53. I'm very impressed with Tevim Imlach. So continue the hard work, Tevin. You're doing quite fine. Now, many persons are calling for these guys to be included in the test team, right? Now, there's a way we can get them in the test team, and I'm going to mention that very shortly. As you can see, Shea Hope has already played Test cricket, averaged 25 in his 78 innings. Now, that's nothing to write home about. However, Shea Hope's quality and what he's done in ODI cricket, his maturity, I think Shea Hope, there's a good chance that maybe we need a Shea Hope there. If you look at what Kavem Hodge is doing, Kurt McKenzie's. Are you really? No, come on, guys. Let's be honest. Are you telling me Kurt McKenzie and Kavem Hodge can bat better than Sheho? Let's just be brutally honest. Are these guys better technically equipped to deal with the red ball? And what I didn't like with Sheho run of form is that he has been in and out of the team. So I can understand the need to call for Sheho. I think certainly there's a spot for Sheho there. I'd love to see Shea Hope. Nicholas Pooran. The last time I saw Pooran is in first class cricket was when we went to New Zealand. He was playing in West Indies A against New Zealand, and Nicholas Pooran scored some brisk 50s. I mean, outside of the brisk 50s, he got a couple of stars, some 30 odd, some 20 odd, but all in all, Pooran looked like the type of guy who's he's not gonna mess around. Right? And so Pooran could give the middle order some impetus batting at number 5 or 6. Or maybe if we want to start out Pooran as even a wicket keeper who come in and bat at 7 and push Joshua the Silva up the order. Whatever the case may be, there's a case that Pooran can get in West Indies team. Because I think Joshua da Silva is a very good, capable batsman. And he's possibly good enough to open the batting. We saw him open the batting against Australia in the warm-up game, Cricket Australia, and he made a brilliant century. He looked really good. So there's case to say Pooran can come in the team and wicket keep and bat at 7. There's a case for Ruston Chase as well. Ruston Chase, there was a time Ruston Chase was averaging 37. Believe it or not, there was a time Ruston Chase was averaging 37. And if a man is averaging 37, then why can't we look at that? I think when he had batted about 70 innings, he was averaging 36 or 37. But his last 10 test matches hasn't been so well. Around about 2019, 2020. He lost form. We kept on playing him. We didn't even rotate him out of the squad and keep. We didn't rotate him out of the team and keep him in the squad. We just kept on playing him and his form left him. By the way, this is wrong here. Roston has 500s and 750. So this is definitely wrong. My bad there. Typo error. This should be 7 and 5. Roston has 5 centuries, is the best of 137. I remember watching this live at Sabina. So Roston is a very good player, especially against the turning ball, against teams like India, Pakistan. Roston is a handy man to have. Brandon King, if you look at his first class career, this man is class. This man is all class. I think his average should be more about 45. If Brandon King is serious about test cricket, this man is a test cricketer. And these four guys, as you can see right here, they're in high demand around the world in T20 cricket. Maybe Ruston Chase less so, but the others, they're in high demand in T20 cricket. And so it's going to be difficult to get them to play a lot of first class games. However, there's a big opportunity where we're going to play South Africa in the summer, right? I'm going to show us something. I know I'm talking about the test squad, but right, I'm just listing some cases of those guys I think that can come into the test squad. I'm perfectly fine with the test squad for now, but I think they're also, I want us to think outside of the box. So this is West Indies future test tours. Right here in August 2024, after we play against England. In 2 months' time, July, August, yeah, 2 months' time, we're going to play two tests against South Africa. And also, South Africa is bringing their A team to the Caribbean. We're going to play a two test match series. So, what I want us to do is also look at how we did in our 4-day championship and try to see how we can squeeze in some of these guys in that team to play 4-day matches against South Africa A. And if you look at it in August, right? Look at it in August. What's happening? The 100. So maybe we won't have access to Pooran. Maybe we won't have access to Shea Hope, right? But I definitely know Roston and Brandon King. We should have access to. Maybe not so much Brandon King. I'm not sure if they're going to get drafted into the 100, right? So I definitely know Ruston Chase will be available and maybe Brandon King, but definitely not Pooran. Pooran is going to get drafted to go take place in the 100. So that leaves Shea Hope, Ruston Chase, and Brandon King as a possibility to play in that um, South Africa A series. So looking at it, Mikael Louis, More than likely, he's going to do well in England and should then retain his spot in the series against South Africa. So listen what I'm saying, please listen. The South Africa A Tour, look at guys that's not in the team, right? So these are guys in the team, they'll probably stay with West Indies. So the first name that should come up is Amir Jangu. Amir Jangu, he only played 5 matches. There's a possibility that we can be looking at Django in the South Africa A Tour. Look at the next guy right here, Casey Carty. There's a case where he should be in that West Indies A Tour when South Africa gets here. Sunil Ambris. You probably wonder why I skip over Kevin Wickham. No disrespect to Kevin Wickham. I watched him a bit. But I just think that Casey Carty, Amir Django, Sunil Ambrish should be ahead of him in the pecking order. Joel Andrew. I like this youngster as a wicket keeper. Very good. Now, many might want to say, oh, what about the Jamaican Romain Morrison or what about Jamar Hamilton? There will be 2 wicket keepers in my 15-man squad for the South Africa A Tour, right? So I selected Joel Andrew. Um, Definitely with Jamar Hamilton, probably the best glove man. Tejner and Shandapal, right? Definitely should be in that A squad. Kyron Powell, guys, come on, Kyron Powell and Solozano. These would be the 3 openers. 2 to open, 1 as a reserve. Come on, these 3 has to be in the A squad. Solozano, look at that, 330, averaging 30. Not that impressive. However, this man was better than Zachary McCaskey. Zachary is in West Indies squad. He's better than Zachary McCaskey. So therefore, he should be in the A squad. Kyron Powell. This man played 2 matches less. Had a better average. Almost scored. Well, he scored more runs than Tej and Zachary McCaskey. Well, not more runs than Zachary McCaskey, but had a better average than Zachary McCaskey. Look at Zachary. It's Zachary McCaskey up here. So Kyron Powell, don't look at his age, guys. Yes, he's 34. Give the man a chance. Back in the A squad. Tejner and Shandapal needs to be in the A squad to prove himself. So these would be my 3 openers. I know they're all left-handers. But remember, the purpose of the A squad is to use it as a stepping stone to get into West Indies. And so if we need an opener, you should naturally look at the A squad and see which one of the A squad guys are performing the best. One of those 3 for me would definitely be there. So this would be my A squad tour for South Africa in August. Tej Narain Shandapal, Kyron Powell, Solozano, Joel Andrew, Hamilton, Casey Carty, Brandon King, Sunil Ambris, Justin Greaves, Jamel Warrican, Joshua Bishop, Jeremiah Louis, Anderson Phillip, and young Isaiah Thorne. Skipper Ruston Chase. Now hear me out, people. I know these 2 in yellow persons might have a problem with because of their age. But I'm not one to be looking at age. I'm backing performance. These guys are performing better than the youngsters. They deserve opportunity over youngsters. Don't tell me because you're 26 or 28 or 30. If the guys are 34 and outperforming 24-year-old guys, they deserve an opportunity. Tejnarai needs to prove back himself. Jeremy Solozano is a youngster one for the future. Well, not really youngster, but you get me. Now, why did I select my squad this way? I want to keep it in line with what I've been seeing West Indies do, right? So what West Indies do is that they have 3 openers. Notice I tick my openers box. These are my openers. Openers, openers, openers. Next thing you need is your wicket keeper. And then you need a reserve wicket keeper. So I have 2 wicket keepers, right? Joel Andrew and Jamar Hamilton. Next, you need your middle order batters, guys who bat from 3 to 6. And you always need 4 or 5 guys there who can bat from 3 to 6. Casey Carty, Brandon King, Sunil Ambris, Justin Greaves, and the captain, Ruston Chase. So I said you need 3 to 6. You need about 5 guys there. Right? Somebody is not going to play, one's going to be a reserve, no problem. So Casey Carty has done well enough to deserve his spot at 3. Brandon King is class. Sunil Ambrose has done too much work to not be in this squad, and Justin Greaves deserves to be there just to keep on improving his game as the all-rounder. Then there are two spinners that dominated our first class season, Jamel Warrican and Joshua Bishop. I think both of these guys has to be there. And then the three seamers in the Caribbean, right? I know many persons would love to see four seamers. Justin Grace is the fourth seamer. So Jeremiah Louis, Anderson Phillips, Isaiah Thorne. And I think this is an excellent squad. I think in the Caribbean you're allowed to play two or three spinners, even though it's a 4-day game. So yeah, remember we're playing in the Caribbean. So yeah, this is for South Africa. Yeah, this would be my squad. So just let me know what you think about my West Indies A squad for South Africa, and just leave it in the comments. I know we were talking about the England squad. However, I stated it already that all the changes I accept. Everything, the three guys that came in, I have no problem with it. I think this is the same squad that I would have selected. So I have no issue. No issues, all right? No issue at all. Maybe Shea Hope would squeeze in somewhere for Tevin Imlach. That's the only difference. And I'm a huge Shea Hope fan. You're going to see me in my Shea Hope jersey, right? For anytime I get a chance to go to one of these World Cup games, I'm thinking about um, the West Indies New Zealand game next week. Still haven't made up my mind yet. But whichever game I go to, you can see me in my Shea Hope jersey. But yeah, I think the squad is balanced. I think based on what they would have done in Australia, it's only fair to give them another go. They drew the series, they didn't lose, so I think it's a good squad. Mikael Louis getting his chance, Jason Hola is back, Jaden Seals is there. So I think we have a good squad in terms of our bowling, the batting, Kavem Hodge, Alec Athanas, Kurt McKenzie, they're in the firing line. If they have a poor series, they could be out of this team. No joke. If they have a poor series, they could be out. But I think Kavem Hodge is going to step up. Not sure about Kurt McKenzie. Hopefully he steps up. But let's see. And also just comment on what you think about the A squad for South Africa. So yeah, it's your boy Ronaldo. Just leave your comments, leave your thoughts, and I am out.